everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be my fall TBR. Fall is when things get extra hectic for me because this is when I start feeling the pressure of the end of the year, so I need to finish my reading challenges, and I'm also more in the mood to read a bunch of mystery thrillers, so like a lot of books are added very quickly to my TBR. I can't keep up. And also, Emily changed her costume for September, the bat one. For now, she's going to be behind me because I don't trust my camera to not focus on her. I have to test it because her face is not hidden with that costume, so we'll see. So let's go to the TBR because, man, is it big. I'm all over the place because so many books to talk about. Let's start with a book that I'm currently reading because I'm filming this like the Sunday. I don't think I'm gonna have time to finish it because it is so big. I literally read the first page last night. So like, The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss, which is the second book in the Kingkiller Chronicle. I read The Name of the Wind last year. Overall, I enjoyed it quite a bit more than expected. I like magical schools and I like the writing, so I was excited to continue, but I feel like ever since I've said that, everyone has come out to tell me that I was going to hate it, or that they were excited to see my reaction to certain things that happened here. Please don't spoil it. But at this point, I just need to know. Like, I hate knowing that I will never see a third book, but I don't like waiting, but this is it. Like, I just need to know at this point, figure it out. It's 1,000 pages, so it's scary, but it needs to be done, and I probably won't have time to finish it in the last week of August, so I think first week of September this will be done. Now, let's go to the Patreon book club pick of the month. I think this was the closest that you guys voted for. Nobody was sure which book to vote for, clearly. Hopefully we will get to Foundation next month because I believe the TV show is coming out very, very soon. I think maybe in September. So needs to happen in October, probably, if you guys choose that. But you guys voted for this one, which is Senlin Ascend, which is an adult fantasy that was originally self-published and got so much hype that it was picked up. And I believe it's a trilogy or quartet. Or at least the first 3 books are out. I'll put it on the screen. I have heard so many great reviews. It's not too big, it's not too intimidating, but apparently it's very unique, kind of wild, and look, you just couldn't put it down. And you're following this really mild-mannered headmaster to a school in a small village, and he goes with his wife to this big town, the Tower of Babel, I can't say that in English, and he loses her there, and he has to quickly like become a lot more intense to try and like fight her. I've heard it's wild. That's literally all I know. So I'm glad you guys were as excited to pick it up as I am. And I just need to know what the hype is about this one. So the cover is really intense too. And I just need to know. I just need to know. So adult fantasy. Did I say that? We've read a lot of fantasy this year, but I'm not mad about it. I feel like I wasn't that much in the mood this year to read fantasy, but most of my favorites were fantasy. So next, I need you to vote because I will be picking one in October and one in September. So you choose which ones you want to see first. It's going to be a TikTok made me do it kind of thing. So we have these 2 books. We have this YA fantasy, which is Legendborn. I've heard really great things about this. I know there's magic. I don't know if it's a magical school, but I know there's magic and it has really great review, apparently some great representation. So let me know if that's the first one you want to see. I will possibly put spoilers in the reading vlog. I feel like I've done that with the Honeymooners and it went well. It was a lot of fun. So I tried to do it spoiler free, but it was impossible. So I will announce it very clearly in the intro of the vlog if there are spoilers, but usually the first half there isn't. And then the other option is this one, which is Atlas. It's the same word in French. 6. And I feel like this one is like dark academia vibes, and it has been getting a good amount of great reviews, so I want to know. Plus that cover, let's be honest, I kind of just got it for that cover. I don't do cover buys often, but like that one. So yes, let me know which one you want to see a video on first, and I will do that in September. The other one will be in October. I'll put it like that just in case. I feel like for a while I had the same like 5 or 6 books in every TBR until I would finally go through them. This one was one in there, but they were all really big books, so I'm happy that I've been actually reading them. The last 2, I'm gonna go quickly, are these 2. We have the second book in the First Love trilogy by Joe Abercrombie, So Before They Are Hang, adult fantasy, really enjoyed book 1. And then we have this one, which is The Girl Who Played With Fire, which is an adult mystery. I really like the first book. I think September is gonna be the month where I finally go through that same pile of book, but I'm not mad about it because frankly I'm just happy I'm finally going through all of them, and they were all over 500 pages, if not like 1,000, so no stress, just happiness. I've given like really high ratings to all the books on that pile, so we're good. Okay, now in my last vlog, I included a clip of me going through my shelves and picking up about like 10 books that I was scared of, just to put them in my cat mug and pick one once in a while. I'll probably update that pile once in a while too, just because there are so many books on my shelves that I feel like I've forgotten about or that I'm just scared of, and I need to finally go through them. So the first one is going to, actually I'm not mad about this. The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I really liked The Prairie de Orange Tree by her, which is a humongous book that is a standalone adult fantasy. And I hadn't realized for a while that it was the same author as this book, The Bone Season. The Bone Season. And I've had that one on my shelf for forever. At first I thought it was YA, it's adult. I believe this is going to be a 7-book series and the first 4 are out or something like that. 4 or 5. And I just never picked it up for some reason. I had seen it on Booktube like 5 years ago, saw it at a library sale, picked it up, and just forgot about it. So it's time. I really enjoyed her other books, so why not try more by her? So hopefully I will attempt to make some time to read this. Maybe it should be like a 1 week, 1 shelf. Maybe I can like attempt this one, another one from that shelf, and see, you know, try to finish 1 out of 2 kind of thing, and the other one needs to go. And since fall for me means mystery, thriller, horror, although I have one there, and I think that one also is one, it means that I need to add some more. So I have a few that are like recent books. The first one is Hostage by Claire McIntosh. I have been meaning to decide how I feel about the author. I've been like flip-flopping about her, and this is her newest release. It came out in June, the end of June. And this one, you're following a flight attendant, and she receives an anonymous note as she's working. Someone basically wants the plane to never make it to destination, and she has a daughter at home, so I guess they're using that against her. So the whole book happens within 20 hours, which I like books that have like a time constraint, I guess. Everything has to happen within that amount of time, and I want to know. I will have to see how I feel about her as an author after that one. And the other one is coming out August 31st, so you'll have my review pretty soon after it comes out, and it is A Slow Fire Burning by Paula Atkins, the same author as The Girl on the Train, which the reviews, I feel like everyone kind of hated it. I think the main character was really unlikable, which is probably why everyone hated it, but I didn't hate it as much as everyone else. So I wanted to try something else by her, and this is her newest release. I know literally nothing, but I do have the audiobook, so I will let you know. I'm going into it blind. That's kind of how I prefer going into most of my mystery thrillers, to be honest. So I'll let you know how I feel about it as soon as I am done with it. The next one is something that I don't know if it's part of the Goodreads challenge, but I've seen a really fun review of it, so I decided to pick it up, the audiobook from the library, and it is Cemetery Boys, which I believe the premise is 2 boys try to summon like a ghost, but they summoned the wrong one. I think that's what I've heard, which I decided I don't care about anything else. I'm picking it up. That sounds just so much fun. So I believe this is a YA fantasy, and I think there's a representation LGBTQ+, so we'll see how that goes. I'll attempt it. The reviews are positive, so that looks fun. Once in a while, I need a book that isn't like stressful, so hopefully that one does it for me. Also, I was mentioning how some of my challenges, like the end is approaching. Like currently I'm reading Hench, which was part of my Goodreads reading challenge. And there's also The Space Between Worlds, which is a fantasy, a sci-fi, an adult sci-fi. And I just literally know nothing except that it is part of my challenge, so I need to pick it up eventually. So let's do this. I think I should end my TBR here because it's already looking a little bit ridiculous, but I wanted to put a few more books on the screen that I want you to let me know which ones you would like me to absolutely read, because they've been coming out like this year, I believe, and I just want to know which ones I should prioritize because I want to read them either in September or October, you know, during the fall. So the first one is The Moonlight Child. There's also A Familiar Sight, The Last Thing He Told Me, The Book of Accidents, which is the same author as the book that I never finished. So I want to decide how I feel about him as an author. Local Women Missing, Not a Happy Family, and Falling. I think that's going to be enough. So if there are any books in that pile of the books that I just mentioned that you would really want me to read, Probably in October though, I'm realizing. Let me know. That way I can get around to getting my hands on them, either buy them or get them from the library. So yes, that's gonna be it. That sounds like a lot of fun to me, like a lot of fun. I think this is gonna be a good like fall. I need it because I feel like my reading has been so all over the place this year, which I mean, it makes sense with the pandemic and everything, but we want things to be positive. I want a couple 5 stars. Like I have a feeling there's probably at least 3 5 stars in here, right? That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up, subscribe, especially for Emily. Like, look at her. She is rocking the wings. I mean, we match, I guess. I will be putting more videos on the screen that I recommend you check out, and I will see you in a coming video very soon. Bye.